before you get out in the world, as soon as you wake up, before you pick your phone up, go to that bathroom and hit that mirror and look yourself in the face and motivate yourself, you know what I mean? Like, you can't be looking for motivation from the world, you gotta be your greatest motivator. Make sure you're able to motivate yourself.
All power to the people. Technicians, put your fist in the air and let them stay there for Zeek. Get the fist up, get the fist up.
Said during the interview you and I shared, the education of politics.
Yeah.
Share that with the kids here.
I just absolutely want to chime in on voter education because it's very easy for us to be emotionally attached to an individual or a person, and somebody vote for this person because of ads and videos, and you don't like this person, so I'm gonna vote for that person, and just we become a culture and a people in general that just tends to vote based on who we like opposed to policies and making sure that we put ourselves in a position to understand positions in general, like what is the roles and responsibilities of the people that you're voting for so that you can hold them accountable. Voter responsibility in a lot of different ways, voter education, just isn't something that's touched on as much as it should be. You guys should know your city council. What are the roles and responsibilities of people in city council? What's the roles and responsibility of the mayor? What's the roles and responsibility of the clerks, and so on and so on. Before you start to fall in love with a person, fall in love with the process. And the process of politics is truly understanding what we're voting for. How does this affect me? You know, how is this going to affect my people in my community? And don't ever let anybody tell y'all that, you know, you can't really put your people in your community first, because every other nationality in the world does that. They focus in on the needs of their community and the wants of their community. But in order to do that, you have to be educated on politics from a different angle, far more than just the person. So we really got to take the people, put them aside, understand the position, and then put the best people fit in that position in office to work for you. Politicians work for you. Always understand that.
Mental health is ignored in our communities. What are just some basic things some of you feel we can look out for?
I mean, it's all different type of things. Change of behavior, you know. I heard bro say that sometimes we shed tears, you know what I mean? Especially for black men, it's always, don't cry, man up. You know, I gotta check myself sometimes when I'm raising my son, because I find myself doing what you crying for. Sometimes when people crying out, it's a cry for help. And we gotta stop overlooking those things. Back in the day, we only knew what was around us. Now everybody got a phone. You know, you can tap into the whole world. You chasing this image on your phone. You wanna be like this person or that person. You feel like you're not living up to standards. It's just so much that's going on, and there's so many signs that are there, but instead of like ridiculing or, you know, pointing the finger, we really need to be looking at ourselves and figuring out how can we do a better job as a community, you know, to help and address these issues. pressure. You feel me? The pressure, apply pressure. You feel me? The world gonna apply pressure to you. So, you know, take initiative to apply pressure to yourself, and then make sure to apply pressure to everybody around you. You feel me? Don't let nobody around you be no weak link. If you hanging around people right now that you know that's gonna hold you back, if you hang around people right now that you know that don't have your best interest, you gotta question people around you, apply pressure. That's how you get further in life. That's how you succeed. Everybody want the magic elixir to success. It's about applying pressure to yourself and holding yourself accountable. Anything from jobs to housing to shoot, we done put it on the west side, we done dropped $500,000 in a year on the block. And also, our goal is to make sure that every single resource that's in City Hall or that's out there that people may not have access to, that we get into the block.
I wanted to make sure that we recognize New Era Detroit and Zeek. Can we give them another round of applause? They just recently celebrated their 10th year of going to each neighborhood throughout the city of Detroit, passing out resources, giving back to our young people. On behalf of the city of Detroit, can we give it up for New Era Detroit and Zeek Williams for our 10th anniversary of Hood to Hood?
Y'all gotta trust the process, you feel me? Because it's so easy to give up when things don't go right. And I feel like so many times people have great ideas and great visions, but may not have a great year, may not have a great second year or third year. But you gotta believe in your vision, because you could be a person who continue to start over and try 100 different things in 10 years, or you can stick to one thing and put your all in it and continue to grind. You gotta believe in it, you gotta trust the process. If you don't believe in it, if you don't believe in yourself and your ability to get it done, then it'll never come into fruition. So you gotta be able to trust the process. You know, understand it's gonna be bad days, but you gotta get up and grind, man. Your work ethic, what you gonna do, if you wanna be your own business owner and boss, you gotta make sure that you get out here and go get it. That's extremely important. Trust that process.